slower. The game itself will play fast. No. Too much to do. And welcome to the DC Everest Fieldhouse, getting ready for Tuesday night girls basketball. My name's Chris Conley, and about 5 minutes from now we'll have Wausau West against DC Everest. What a busy night for our Zaleski Sports announcers and camera people and tech crews. I think this is the busiest Tuesday night of our schedule here on our winter sports season. This game will be getting underway a little bit late. The JV game took a long time. We had an injury in that game. Bloody nose, had to clean the court. Did a little cosmetic repair. And then it took us a little while to get the clock down to all zeros. By the way, DC Everest won the JV game by 7 points. The Everest girls arrive here. They're just going through their toughest part of their schedule. And all year the wins have been kind of hard to come by. They are 2-18 overall. Their last 3 games, including this one tonight, will be against the first, second, and third place teams in the conference. So last week they had games against Marshfield and Smash, the 2 teams battling for first and second. The Friday night game against Smash was kind of ugly, single digits in the first half, had only 19 points and would eventually fall in running time. Wausau West is a step down in competition compared to Marshfield and Stevens Point. West is in third place, 6-3 in league, and don't get me wrong, Smash is a nice team, but they've been unable to crack that elite circle that the Tigers and Panthers are in. These teams did meet earlier. We saw that game here on Zaleski Sports. It was a 68-44 Wausau West win over at the West Fieldhouse. Not a lot of time left in the girls' basketball season. 1 week from today, Valentine's Day, February 14th, is when the regular season comes to an end. After tonight, the Everest girls have 2 games remaining. They'll be on the road in Oshkosh, and then they'll be back home here to play Eau Claire North. And on the same night that the girls' regular season comes to an end, the hockey playoffs begin. Everest boys tonight are playing over at Marathon Park against Wausau West. Could be a signature win if the Everest hockey team can get that to go their way. The hockey pairings are already out. DC Everest goes in as a number 10 seed, and they'll play number 7 Eau Claire North. That is not an impossible game. The Evergreens could get that first round game into the win column. The winner of that game in the hockey bracket goes on to play Smash, which will be a very difficult game. And this year in the world of hockey, Wausau West, usually the elite hockey team, they go in as a number 6 seed, so that's low for them. We'll turn our attention back to girls basketball, get this game underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Pre-game shoot-around's over. Teams are on their benches and will be underway shortly. Evergreens wear their home white with green numerals. Wausau West will be in the royal blue with the gold numbers and lettering. And we're brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned cooperative with with a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. DC Everest Pep Band is here. Let's go down to court level for the Star Spangled Banner. It is funny, once you get past, say, Kimberly football, everything's temporary in high school athletics, isn't it? I mean, I can remember early on, the DC Everest girls basketball team just owned Wausau West. Shoes kind of on the other foot here. West starters being introduced, junior Kelly Cray, that's Kenzie Deaton, senior. Isla Christensen's a sophomore. That's Molly Anderson, who creates a matchup problem, and Alexis White. Here come the Evergreens. Katie Schultz, one of the team seniors. There's Kirsten Hall. Braylon Byler, other senior starter. And there's Grace Sandquist, sophomore. And Megan Zarmke, junior. We're sponsored by Heartland Farms. No one knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. Roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock, a fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm, producing many varieties of chipping potatoes. They're farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. The best in the potato business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Evergreens have only 2 wins. Started the season on a 7-game losing streak, then they beat Wausau East by 2. Then lost 9 more games before they played East again and beat the Lady Lumberjacks for a second time. Balls in the air, DC Everest and West are underway, and West will have the first possession. Third place versus 7th place. Miss from the corner. Gathering that in is Christensen, makes the extra pass and points. Kenzie Deaton. Full court pressure. Evergreens break it. Had a 2-on-2 if they pushed it. Katie Schultz a little slow to recognize. West man-to-man. Cutter, Byler, passes a little bit ahead of her and turned over. Taken away by Kelly Cray. And the Evergreens trying to come back off a pretty bad performance on Friday night. 3 ball there is good by Deaton. So Deaton hits her first 2 shots, 5-0 West. Again, Spash this year, Friday night's opponent at the deep end of the talent pool. Driving in, no finish for Byler. Rolls off the front of the rim. Just like to see the Everest girls get off to a good start. Foul line extended, good for Isla Christensen. Byler on the overplay is able to save the possession. Most of the players on the Everest varsity team are sophomores, so you hope there'll be some growth next season. Again, extra pass, Byler down low, goes back out. Baseline 3, Byler moving without the ball, and she hits. Gets the Evergreens on the scoreboard. Yeah, I mean, maybe this team will develop into something a year or two from now. Sophomores will be seniors then. They'll have a lot of varsity playing experience. Molly Anderson gets her first touch and misses a little bit too far underneath the cylinder. Cross court, open for a 3. Good look. Katie Schultz back rims it. Three the other way. Good for Alexis White. Three minutes in, and Wausau West has already established an early lead. Byler still has her dribble, gets underneath, almost stepped out of bounds. Baseline, 3 ball, good. It's Katie Schultz. Rotating down low in traffic. White had the ball knocked away. It's going to stay here, West ball. They'll inbound underneath. Everest boys play Wausau West on Thursday here at the Everest Fieldhouse. Our Zaleski cameras and microphones will be here for that. We're looking around like that's a long 2, I think. Yes, it's a 2 for Alexis White. Byler, wow, if Byler could take to the rim on her left, she'd have one-on-one coverage there. Instead, to the other end, that's kicked by one of the West players. Everest will inbound underneath their basket. And we're brought to you by Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Byler again picked up her dribble. It's back out to Schultz. Evergreens direct a little traffic. Sandquist was hoping for a clear out. Byler splits defenders, passed along the baseline, cut off there. Long possession for Everest. Turned over? No. Alexis White was on the end line. Evergreens will get it back. Tipped out of bounds, stay with the Evergreens. No fouls, no free throws, so our first half so far has been moving pretty fast. Pass down at Byler's feet. She's able to save the possession. Through the double team, too hard. And Kelly Cray secures the rebound. Evergreens possessed the ball for a long time. Came away with nothing. Baseline, 3. Too strong from Christensen. Pinballs around. Christensen got it back and made a pass down low to Kelly Cray. Cray on the second chance. Clear out for Sandquist. Passes back to Zemke. Back out. 3 ball. Open. Short. Long rebound comes out. Evergreens still have it. Back out. Another 3. That one's good. Grace Sandquist. So the Evergreens kind of staying closer in this one because they've been able to hit from the outside. Does West have an answer that's too strong for Christensen? And a rebound to Sandquist. Byler draws the double team, goes back out. Sandquist, who hit her last, clear out to the rim, too strong. Loose on the baseline, save to a Warrior. Zemke tipped it back over to Kelly Cray. Down low, Cray makes the extra pass, and there you go. Got the player roaming along the baseline, and Isla Christensen has her second bucket. Ball's loose, a Wausau West turnover. Beg your pardon, Evergreens had it and got it back. Hall got to reach in, and wow, here we are. 7 minutes into the game, that's our first foul that's been called. And it's on Molly Anderson, her first common foul. Evergreens will make an early substitution. Kelly Woolley is in. And now the Evergreens are going to take a timeout. We'll take one, too, on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to the Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens trying to hang with Wausau West, and they're doing it with pretty good outside shooting. Schultz, Byler, and Sandquist all have threes to account for the 9 that the Evergreens have, trailing by 7. This will be Everest ball to inbound out of the timeout underneath their own basket. Byler to trigger it in. Down low, Schultz misses at the rim. Alexis White gets the rebound. Christensen goes inside, got a whistle, and Kelly Cray is going to go to the foul line. Check out Stewart Optical at Union Station, Wausau for all your eye care and eyewear needs. Open 5 days a week with amazing monthly specials plus instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans accepted. Schedule your exam now at Stewart Optical. Kirsten Hall draws the foul. First free throw for Kelly Cray is good. That one's too strong. Offensive rebound. Molly Anderson. Down low, Anderson gets it back. That's blocked. Grace Sandquist got a mitt on that. Byler for the Evergreens. To Woolley, and now over to Schultz. Beg your pardon, this is Hall here. Picked up her dribble and turned it over. Want to keep that dribble going as long as you can. To the front court, Kenzie Deaton. Deaton again. Baseline 3. Short. Rebound secured by Sandquist of the Evergreens. Sandquist down low, back out. 3 balls in the air, little too strong for Katie Schultz, who hit one earlier. Too strong there. She's 1 for 4 from the floor. 3 of those attempts from behind the arc, where she's 1 of 3. Down low, missing at the rim is Cray, gets the rebound and is fouled on a putback. 2 free throws are coming up. Fleet Farm's Auto Service Center will get your car ready for winter. Tires rotated, battery tested by wiper blades, and have them installed. Everything you need in one stop at Fleet Farm. Grace Sandquist commits the foul. Cray's first free throw is good. Sandquist comes out. Elsa Chapin comes in for the Evergreens. That one's no good. West has the Evergreens doubled up right now at the 9-minute mark. Here's Braylon Byler. Good defense there by Anderson. Travel. Yeah, a little bit of a bump, but Byler was operating in tight quarters, just didn't have a lot of room along the baseline. Got to put yourself in that tough spot and wind up turning the ball over. Baseline move, back out. Kenzie Deaton was cut off. They'll reset. Spinning down low, now to the left hand, and Cray misses, but taps out the rebound. 3-ball round and out. Halfway down there for Deaton. Reach in here on Anderson. That's going to be her second. And the Evergreens will put Sandquist back in. Kirsten Hall comes out. Byler to inbound to Schultz. 8 minutes to go until halftime. Pass down low. Jump ball. You know, it's only a 2-win team. Got that. But that ball was on the floor, and none of the Evergreens were hustling towards it. That's what you don't like to see. You can tolerate the losses for a younger team, but what you want to see is effort. I know sometimes that's hard when you play 20 times, you have 18 losses. West off the glass. Christensen has her 5th and 6th points. Byler almost turned over. Saved by Woolley. 3, Byler, good. All of the Evergreens points behind the arc. In what's now a 20-12 game. Cross court, room along the baseline, late whistle and a foul will send Christensen to the free throw line. Purple Mountain Solutions is your business's go-to for public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Schultz is called for the foul. Her first, team's third. Hall's time on the bench was a short one. The Evergreens are calling timeout in the middle of this free throw set. Christensen has one more shot left at the foul line when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
In any business, you ride the line between numbers and people. It takes balance. CLA, CPAs, consultants, and wealth advisors will get you there.
Your Clifton Larson Allen office is in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and CLAconnect.com.
It's kind of a weird spot for a timeout. I mean, I get it. If you want to make a personnel change, you're not able to make it if the second free throw's a miss. So at least this gets the group into the lineup that you'd like. Leah Christensen makes her second free throw. 21-12. Looking to drive into a double team and going back out is Schultz. Extra pass, foul line extended, a miss from Megan Zemke. Zemke's right side all taped up. Still able to get a pretty good look there, just no finish. 6 minutes until halftime. Down low, back out. Well, open for the three was Christensen, didn't pop. Drives in, that's a more difficult shot, and she missed it. Sandquist comes away with the ball for Everest. Byler, another three balls in the air, and good! Braylon Byler's got 9. Everything from the outside. 15 points on the board for the Evergreens. That's 5 threes. Reaching in and coming up with the steal is Sandquist. That's West's first turnover of the half. See if the Evergreens can inch a little closer. On the overplay, Hall dribbles off her foot. This is going to be a break for the Evergreens. A foul's being called on West. Paige Anderson. Evergreens keep possession. Inside, looking for Hall, off her fingers and turned over. Splitting defenders back out. 3 ball for West is good. That's Alexis White, who now has 8. Spinning Hall over to Schultz. Baseline. Room here. And there we go. First points from inside the arc for Katie Schultz, who now has 5. Entry down low. Spinning. Missing at the rim is Kelly Cray. Can the Evergreens get a little closer? Byler's open in transition. Oh, that was half down. Out of bounds. This should stay with the Evergreens, I think. Nope. Over to Wausau West. Boy, the Everest parents and fans who are here would have erupted if Byler hit that. The Evergreens would have been within 4, closest they've been in a long time. Wausau West would have had to sweat a little bit. And that shot off of Byler's fingertips looked like it was going. So now the Evergreens need to come up with a defensive stop. Guarding Christensen closely, that's Byler. Gets it over for an open 3, good. Kenzie Deaton. So Deaton's a heartbreaker on that sequence. Evergreens could have had it down to 4. Instead, now they trail by 10. Sandquist was stuck in the corner for a moment, gets out of there, driving to the rim, scoring for the Evergreens, Kristen Hall. Hall's first points of the night. Three, round and out. Offensive rebound, a miss for Cray. West is going to get a third look at the basket. That's out of bounds off Megan Zemke of the Evergreens. Inbounds play to Alexis White. Feeds the low post. That's a little too easy. Kelly Cray scores. She now has 6. Back to a 10-point lead. I'll tell you this, West has not been able to pull away from the Evergreens in this game. Everest is kind of hanging around. The possibility of a run still exists. Everest has hit enough from the outside to keep things interesting. Spinning, second step. Yeah, Kirsten Hall was bumped, but took 3 steps. And the ball goes over to the Warriors. Down low, Cray. Yeah, she's a matchup problem right now. Cray's been a monster on the boards and had inside position there. Cray now has 8. Balanced attack for the Warriors. And under 2 minutes to play until halftime. Can the Evergreens inch a little closer? Almost turned over here. Back out, Byler dribbles in, double, now triple teamed. Fading backwards. Good. Braylon Byler, who has 11 of the Evergreens' 21 points. Byler's cooking on a nice game. Can there be enough from the supporting cast? Driving in traffic. Missing is Anderson. Put back is good. Again, Kelly Cray gotten a lot of rebounds for West. Many of her points are second chance points, and here's a turnover. So West is creating a little bit of distance here late in the half. Kenzie Deaton now has 10. Final minute till halftime. This 14-point lead is Wausau West's largest. Spinning around the cylinder and in for Katie Schultz. Does West hold for 1, up by 12? And the Evergreens get a stop before halftime. Lexi White over to Deaton. Should be go time now. Deaton's got it. Behind the back, got to pop this. 3 ball at the buzzer. It's good. Lexi White. Her 9th, 10th, and 11th points at the buzzer. And Wausau West goes to the locker room 15 to the good. It's 38-23. Sutton Transport in Weston is your local family-owned trucking company specializing in next-day LTL delivery and nationwide volume LTL services. Rest assured of getting your freight to its destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport in Weston, fueled by 40 years of great service. Express Employment says find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. Halftime, Wausau West girls 38, DC Everest 23 on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on a Couch, sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm. Going on now, save up to 50% on all toys. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Welcome to Coach on a Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest girls basketball coach Coleman Schilling. Coach, before we get started, just remind the audience how many years you've been coaching at DC Everest, and then why coaching? What is it about you that says, I'm a coach?
Well, this is my second year at DC Everest. The reason I got into coaching, it didn't really happen for me until about my senior year in high school, where I decided that coaching was something for me. Credit to the coaches that I had at my time in marathon, from my football coach, Todd Stoffel, to my basketball coaches, Jeff Reike, Jack Culhane, Claude Cyber, Adam Jacobson, and then my baseball coach, Steve Warren. It goes beyond the X's and O's, those life lessons that get instilled into you through the sport. That was something that I wanted to do for others. And, I have a passion for the sports that I coach. But for me, it's giving back. Like what the coaches gave to me, I just want to give it back to other players throughout my time as a coach.
So just kind of wrap up last year's team. You had 7 seniors on the team last.
Have a new coach come, and then to kind of relearn everything. I mean, you're asking someone to basically drop everything that they have learned in some sort of ways, and then all of a sudden get coached by someone new. And it's not easy to be put in that situation. Huge kudos to those 7 that stuck it out and helped turn this program hopefully in the right direction. Their leadership, the way they handled themselves, not only on the court but off the court as well. They really set an expectation for the younger classes, and hopefully they continue to follow in their footsteps. So, I thank them. They're going to be they're going to have a special place in my heart for them, based on the fact that was my first team, my first group of seniors in the high school program.
Let's preview this year's team. We'll start kind of big picture, and then we'll narrow it down as we go. Expectations and goals. Conference championship is always a goal. I'm sure that's written down somewhere. What are the expectations for this year's group of Evergreens?
We never really got over goals this year. We just worry about ourselves. We worry about coming into practice, getting better each and every day. Because sometimes I think we lose sight in what we're supposed to do when we start looking at other teams and then the down the road projections and things of that nature. Ultimately, I just want us to focus on us. How can we get better today? And I think, you do those things, you get rewarded for the work you put in, and, we'll take it day by day, and whatever happens, happens. I don't measure success based on a win-loss column. Success can be measured in many different ways. And we're heading into week 3, and I think we've been successful each day. We've been hitting the ground up, taking it day by day. I like where we're headed. It's a long season. Don't have a lot of players on the varsity lineup, but you know what? That's opportunity for everyone to play and prove themselves and get better. So goal-wise, we want conference championship. We want the regional section. You can go on and on. But at the end of the day, if we don't handle ourselves, that stuff doesn't come.
Let's talk about this year's group of seniors. According to the roster that was handed to me, 3. You can update me if need be. What are your expectations for a senior varsity basketball player? I mean, some coaches want them to be an extension of themselves on the floor. Sometimes you want them to be the kind of that enforcer at practice to get back on task, get back on focus. What have when I say senior expectations, what comes to mind for you?
Well, just that leadership, that extra voice, where it's not just me and my staff. But I want us to all have a voice. I don't want it to be something where captains are the only ones to talk. Because then it just starts to lead that to games as well, whereas we rely on them so much. They're human. They need help too. So they need to, a whole team needs to know that they have a voice in things. But, captain leadership based on seniors, you set expectations. You lead by example, come to practice early, stay late, just go the extra mile. And the three seniors that I have this year have done that, and they're going to continue to do that. And our juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and youth are going to see that, and hopefully, they continue that trajectory of going that extra mile and leading by example and leading with a voice.
Give you a chance here to say some names with the warning ahead of time. I know when I say one name.
Teams are back out on the floor. Halftime shoot-arounds underway. I'm Chris Conley, and Wausau West girls team leads DC Everest 38-23. Balanced attack for Wausau West. Lexi White's got 11. Kelly Cray's got 10. Kenzie Deaton's got 10, including a 3 at the buzzer. Elia Christensen has 7. West has turned the ball over only once. 5 threes in the first half and 3 of 6 from the foul line. Evergreens led by Braylon Byler, 11. 3 hits from behind the arc. Katie Schulz has 7. 3 for Grace Sandquist and 2 for Kirsten Hall. 5 threes for the Evergreens in the first half. They've turned the ball over 7 times and have not attempted a free throw. Foundation Finance says now is your chance to work with a company that understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012 with great full-time and part-time positions. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Warriors by 15. We'll get the second half underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Teams just coming off the bench now to get the second half underway. Wausau West will get the ball, led by as many as 17 in the first half. Mutual of Wausau Insurance is protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Again, it's almost a certainty that Wausau West is going to finish third in the Valley Conference, looking up at Marshfield and Spash. And the Evergreens, well, they're 2-8 in league play, both of the wins coming over Wausau East. And ready to go. Second half underway. Driving in, scoring. So Wausau West right back up to a 17-point lead. The drive and the make from Christensen, who now gets into double figures. Byler cut off on the baseline. Back out, Hall, extra pass. Woolley, nice assist down low to Byler, who scores. Byler's got 13. So both teams open with makes on their first possession of the second half. Open 3-ball, high, arcing off the front rim, offensive rebound. A miss there by White. 2 looks, no points. Cross to Byler. Got Anderson on her. Byler open, 3, good. Braylon Byler's got a nice game going. .16 to lead all scorers for Braylon Byler. Nice feed down low and a miss for Cray and a foul. Grace Sandquist picks up her second. Anderson will shoot 2 free throws. Auto Select Schofield Avenue Weston's been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. First free throw's a line drive, good. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue Weston. Molly Anderson, who had a big game when these teams met the first time. Those are her first 2 points from the foul line. To the rim, blocked. Just swatted away by Kelly Cray. Nice defense. Evergreens will inbound from underneath. This is Sandquist. Over to Hall. Entry pass to Schultz. Schultz has got to turn and go to the basket in that spot. Set down low. Sandquist tries to get her defender up in the air and couldn't. So it's back out in a reset. Byler almost had her pocket picked. Instead it goes out of bounds. Stay with Everest here. Turned over. Anderson fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Katie Schultz, her second. Second this half against the team. Culligan Water says, get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water online. That's CulliganH2O.com. Anderson gets 1 of 2. 15-point lead at halftime, 15-point lead now. Sandquist spins backwards. You know what? She gives up all of her height and size advantage, and you got to be moving towards the rim in that spot, said Coach Conley. Kenzie Deaton will reset for West. Entry pass to Anderson, missing. Offensive rebound and a foul. I think Kelly Cray is going to get herself to the free throw line. Yes, sir. Grace Sandquist has just picked up her third foul. Zemke will come in after the first of 2 free throws. Good. Cray now has 12. Entry pass to Byler, but Byler was underneath the cylinder. Aware of where she was on the court, dribbles out of it. Entry pass down low, that's a block, but a foul. Kelsey Woolley, these will be the Evergreens' first free throw attempts of the entire game. Leah Christensen looked around like she thought that was clean. Kelsey, sophomore, 2 free throws coming. Nothing. Cray gets the rebound. Three ball for a 20-point lead. No good off the back bracket, Christensen. White gets the rebound now. Anderson, foul line extended. Friendly roll and good. West by 19 and under 14 minutes to go in the game. Off the screen, 3-ball round and out. Cray gets the rebound. Again, Cray has been a big presence on the glass. "48 hours from now, Everest boys against Wausau West. Evergreens had just an 8-point win when the teams met earlier. West put the box and one around Marcus Hall. Woolley is called for the foul, her first, team's fourth. West will inbound from the corner. Into traffic and spinning in the paint and scoring is Alexis White. First points of the second half for Lexi, 13 for the evening. Byler, clear out, scooping to the rim. That's a nice drive, Braylon Byler. Byler leads all scorers with 18. Wow, West almost turned it over, fought and got the ball back and gets points too. Kenzie Deaton. And the lead swells to 21. Byler again, high dribble. Bailout, kept, whistle, foul. Megan Zemke goes to the line. Girls basketball coverage is brought to you by Imperial Industries. When you join the team in Imperial Industries, you're joining a family. The leading manufacturer of welded tanks and silos, vacuum tanks and trucks. Apply today and take advantage of an extensive benefits package, competitive pay, and a family atmosphere. Molly Anderson has picked up her third foul. Nicolay Bank, personal banking at its best with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill. Online at nicolaybank.com. One more from Megan Zemke. Short. Anderson gets the rebound. Anderson underneath will get to the free throw line. Braylon Byler is called for her first foul. It's the team's fifth. And as Wausau West widens their lead, what we don't want is a parade to the free throw line down the stretch of this game. No, sir. Molly Anderson is 5 of 6 from the foul line tonight. Out for a three, now driving in, hit the underside of the rim on the drive by Kirsten Hall. So no points. Clear out and a foul. They're going to say that Schultz bumped Deaton. Yes. Nope. Foul's on Byler. Wausau West will be in the bonus on the next foul for the rest of the night. 3 ball, quick pop, good. Alexis White. And each time Wausau West widens this lead, it's their biggest lead of the night. 15-point lead at halftime, 26-point lead now. Missed there from Schultz. This ball pinballs around to Deaton, who's in front of everyone, and Deaton scores. The Evergreens have scored only 7 since halftime. Here's Sandquist looking to back in. Gets it back, pops the 3. That looks good off the fingers. Nope, off the front of the rim. Anderson, good court vision. Gets that ahead to Emma Moorhead. And Wausau West does not use a deep bench, but now they're starting to get a little bit deeper into their rotation. Evergreens will call a timeout. 60-30. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Well, here we are, 7.5 minutes into the second half. Since halftime, Wausau West has outscored the Evergreens 22-7. Everest to inbound out of a timeout. To Byler down low, but again, momentum carries her underneath, so it's back out for a 3 short. Kelly Cray, another rebound. 10 minutes to go. Down low, Cray doing it at both ends. Cray's got 14. Down low to Schultz, double teams, makes an extra pass, turned over. And they'll give it back to the Evergreens. They'll say the 2 Wausau West players who both had their arms around the ball, both moving at the same time. Travel. Down low, thought Hall traveled there, no whistle. Back out to Byler, who's doing everything. Byler has all of the Evergreens' points in the second half. 10 in the second half, 21 overall. A 3 and maybe an answer, kind of forced there by Christensen, but an offensive rebound. And free throws are coming up. Katie Schulz has been called for her third foul. This is a 1-and-1. Front end's good, so the bonus is coming. Stone Innovations has their Winter Blitz sale. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile, backsplash, and labor. Check out the discounts on flooring, too. The Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations, online at stoneinnovations.net. Spinning to the lane, tough look, high off the glass, and a miss for Schultz. West back the other way in transition. Lexi White spins, scoops, and scores. Byler fading backwards. A rare miss. Back to White. In traffic, Cray scores again. Turned over along the baseline. Turnovers are 10 for DC Everest. West has turned the ball over only twice. Once in the first half and once here in the second. Off the rim to the rack and good for Alexis White. Lexi's up to 20 points now. 7 minutes to go. On the clear out, Schultz makes an extra pass, and that's blocked by Cray, who's doing everything. Loose ball is picked up and put in by Schultz. Got a whistle here. Wausau West is going to take a timeout. Why don't we take one too? This is girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Let's take a moment here to thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. I'm Chris Conley. West has outplayed the Evergreens noticeably in the second half and lead by 34. Couple of new faces. Harper Mead is now in. Emma Moorhead too. West keeps it. Extra pass. Anderson scores underneath. Molly Anderson has 9, all in the second half. 3 from the other side, too strong. Chapin back bracketed that one. Anderson again. Sandquist knocks the ball away to jump ball, and it goes over to the Evergreens. This is Byler, who's having herself a night for the Evergreens, granted in a losing cause. Hall to the rim, no good. Kind of came in at a funny angle. Not high enough off the glass. Ball's loose here. Anderson now from the baseline, a miss for Emma Moorhead. And Chapin gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Turned over. Nice pass underneath. Deaton scores. Over the top to Sandquist. Nice set play for the Evergreens. So something positive there. Deaton, clear out, extra pass. Anderson forces it right through the cylinder. Reach in, foul. Christensen, her second. Only the second on Wausau West since halftime. And Wausau West goes a little deeper on their bench. Paige Anderson comes in. Brooke Schaefer comes in. Byler, 3-ball. One of her rare misses from behind the arc. Goes off the front of the rim and goes out of bounds. Evergreens are putting in 4 new players. Braylon Byler, Kirsten Hall, Katie Schultz, and Grace Sandquist. Their nights have just come to an end. Again, Byler exits the game with 21 points. So it's second string on second string for the final 3.5 minutes tonight. This Wausau West team will look different next year. They'll lose Alexis White, who's had a great high school career. Kenzie Deaton's a graduating senior, and Molly Anderson, who gives them some height, too. Got a timeout on the floor. Wausau West, big. We'll come down the stretch of this one after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back. Wausau West is going to get their 13th win of the season, and they'll go to 7-3 in league play. 3-ball from the outside, round and out for Brooklyn Burns. Loose ball and a foul. It's on West. Or just out of bounds? Just out of bounds. Nope. Paige Anderson, guilty party. Reach in, foul on the Evergreens. 1-1 coming up. Tracy Schmidt. Brooklyn Burns will shoot the 1-1 for Wausau West. It's good, and she'll get one more. So Brooklyn is in the scoring column. Got them both. And the Wausau West lead is 40. So it is the second game in a row where the Evergreens will come down the stretch in running time. Turned over. And out of bounds the other way. Goes back to the Evergreens. Loose along the baseline, over to Wausau West. Loose ball for a moment. Evergreens have it. Brianna Cook. High, arcing, no good. Ball's loose. Kind of a reach-in foul on the Evergreens. Again, we're in running time, so the clock is moving, and we're under 1 minute. And here comes a 1-1. Ball's live on a miss. Loose in the corner. Evergreens have it. Final 20 seconds. Wausau West will sweep DC Everest, and this one's a blowout. Whitetail Properties has the best in recreational or hunting properties. Call Brian Resch with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals. He'll make them happen. At the buzzer, that one's going to count for Callie Ruda. And the margin will be 38 points for Wausau West in victory tonight. Share your goals with Brian Resch, and he'll tell you where and how to make them a reality. 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468 for Whitetail Properties. Wausau West, 77. Evergreens, 39. 21 points in defeat for Braylon Byler. Let's go down to the floor, see if we can get some post-game interviews. Brought to you by Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy has fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds with Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield, Curtis, or online at nasonvilledairy.com. I'm Chris Conley, and thank you for joining us for our play-by-play coverage tonight. Third place Wausau West over seventh place DC Everest, 77-39. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So.
77-39 is our final score tonight. Wausau West sweeps the season series from DC Everest. Coach, this is kind of a work of patience this year. I mean, right, it's a young team. You're building for something that you hope will materialize in the future.
Yeah, we're extremely young, but that's not an excuse. You know, they're capable of many things. It's just willing to, you know, put in the work and keep executing as much as possible, and, you know, just trying to get better each and every day, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. It's tough, especially when you're talking about a younger team. So
I remember a wise coach that I knew who said they never play better when you yell at them, that it's got to be kind of a work of patience also. How do you keep the team together when obviously there just haven't been a lot of wins this year?
Yeah, it's extremely tough, and this is a new situation I've been putting in too, because I haven't been part of this. So, but you know, you're right. You can't yell at them. It's teachable moments here and there, and you just feel for the seniors that put in the work and really want to go out strong, and they're doing a great job of leadership and trying to get the young ones to you know, learn as much as possible, as quick as possible. And it's a tough situation to put anyone in, but we're doing the best that we can.
Yeah, I thought one of the challenges, too, is you've got some sophomores who are playing varsity just because that's the way personnel is. And you think that maybe they would benefit from a season at JV where there are more coachable moments, where there's not the same pressure, and yet they kind of have to step up into the fire here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough spot to be put in, and that's exactly where we're at, and it is what it is. But, you know, in a perfect world, you know, some of them would be JV and get reps down there and get that confidence, right? Putting them in a situation where they're successful, and sometimes, you know, it doesn't work out that way. And so you're putting them in a fire, and you're trying to learn as quick as possible, especially when varsity. Varsity is a different game than JV, but, you know, you take what you have and you just roll with it, and hopefully you learn from it, you grow from it, and get better.
Coach, thanks for coming by today. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
21 points for senior Braylon Byler in defeat. Wausau West beats DC Everest tonight 77-39. That wraps up our Zaleski sports coverage from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody.